If I was to look back and see what has the most impact, there is an increase in self-awareness. I think this is the most important. Whether we're using the model, the Enneagram, whether we are going through a specific example on the day-to-day, or when there is a major incident at work, a state of stress. In any case, there is an aspect of self-awareness, better understanding who you are, how you react to external stimulation. So these two things have had an impact at work, of course, but also at home. I think I remember a time where I was so stressed that just going through the session helped me rebalance things at home.
When I think about Melissa and what she has brought to our organization, I think the most significant was the teachings of teal organizations through Frederick Laloux's book. And really, she exposed us to that. And that's been a fundamentally transformational learning for us. And it's changed how we operate. It's changed some of our vocabulary. And it's really, I think, propelled us to another level of success that we weren't experiencing prior to being exposed to that. So really thank Melissa for bringing that forward and getting us on the path of that teal type culture and structure.
What would I say to others why they should reach out to you is that you are able to have a vast understanding of many different methodology and method, and being able to adapt to the current needs. So there is not a rigid agenda. It's all about growing and learning. I will start with that.
When I think of Melissa, the things that I would say that stand out for me are she's very relatable. And that's important, especially with a team like ours that's very technical. Sometimes it's hard to get close to individuals. They tend to be a little more analytical, a little less emotional. And with Melissa's ability to relate to people, she really can get in a bit deeper than I think a lot of people would otherwise. Another key piece, I think, is her straight talk and ability to have some conversations that may be sensitive, or offering some different ways of looking at things and not shrinking away from that. She really leans forward into that type of dialogue, and she does it in a positive, non-threatening, constructive way. And I think that relates well with our team and our team's personality, and pushes people to really think about things differently and have different considerations. So those are a couple of strengths that she brings that I know our team has benefited from.
The big thing I really enjoy about working with Melissa is that, she has her style and her method of working with people, and that has been pretty consistent over the years. And it is really geared towards guiding and advising rather than telling, trying to help me discover what I need to do, or in the case of my team, what we want to do together. How do we collaborate better? How do we amplify our strengths? How do we play down or even modify somewhat where we are a little bit weaker, or maybe just need to redevelop areas of ourselves or of our team? And so that really kind of guiding principle that she has is very helpful, because you're coming to your own conclusion. And when you come to your own conclusion and you help create the solution, then I think you're more likely to follow it versus someone advising you may not have reached that same conclusion. So I really like that about working with Melissa. She's also very straightforward, and she tells it like it is. So she doesn't try to sugarcoat something or make something appear either better than it is or worse than it is. So really helping you kind of get to the basics, especially with like priorities and focus, is here's what's really important. And so here's where you spend time. Helping uncover that has really been helpful for me.